do it, how you did it, how you get it done. Is it passion, automatic, or you do it for fun? Every episode, it's full of knowledge and some game just to let you know you still out here making moves, even if it's slow. Don't worry about it, be on your way. Only God determine your fate. You gotta jump, just don't wait. This the fly guy, baby, and you know I'm on my way. Just tune in, you can catch a play when you listen to
these bars for breakfast on a weekday. Come and see who on the guest list. Crypto, credit, and real estate investments. Looking for some entrepreneurs to tell me just how you do it. These bars for breakfast on a weekday. Come and see who on the guest list. Crypto, credit, and real estate investments. Looking for some entrepreneurs to tell me just how you do it.
What's going on, everybody? It is your host, Freshie the Fly Guy, and we are on another episode of Bars for Breakfast. I got my sister in the building. Let them know what your name is.
Shannon Brown.
All right. Yo, listen, man. I had to get you on the show because I've watched you take pictures, do videos all by yourself, right? And I do pictures and videos, too. So I'll be like, man, what makes you passionate about photography?
Passionate. I'll say just people's reaction. That's like one of the things that make me happy. Just people reaction and what I can offer them, and just two visions coming together.
Right. So what got you into it? Like, you seen somebody in your family doing it? You've seen some TV shows or something? What got you into it?
Photography, church. So for church, my pastor borrowed a camera for the church, and I don't know why me, but he picked me
right.
to take profile pictures of everybody at church and just kind of different things during worship service. So just from there, just taking the camera, doing that, and then I realized, like, I want to do this outside of church. This is something that I found the love for. So
how long collectively have you been taking pictures and doing photography?
Since like 2000 and maybe 11 or so.
Wow.
Just kind of, I did different kind of work. I used to take pictures for like recreation. Like I'm a hustler. I'm gonna find my way in the door.
Right.
So I went from just being a coach to like, hey, I take pictures. Why not? Like, it's only one guy here taking pictures. Why not me? Get some of the clients as well.
Right. That's right. Now that's dope. I mean, so like growing up, where are you from, better yet? Let's let the audience know where you from. Let them know
I'm from Acaloo, South Carolina. You may have never heard of that. That's near Manning, South Carolina.
Okay.
Went to Myrtle Beach. You passed it.
Oh, listen, I'm from New York, so I don't know. You understand me?
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, I don't know where none of these places be. I still got a GPS my way home. Okay, don't laugh at me.
Okay, Sumter. You know Sumter?
I know it's Sumter.
Okay, great.
I got some people. Big shout out to Sumter. I got some friends out there holding it down. So tell us your story, right? Like, growing up, some of the hardships you faced, you know what I mean? Some of the things you had to overcome. What was that like?
Growing up, being that I'm from Acaloo, it was completely different from moving up here. So Acaloo, like I said, country, so we had a well of water. So I'm not too young for that.
Right.
One of the hardships is just, I would say converting from one place to the other. I felt like my dad moved us from the low country to Columbia, so it was completely different. So you see dirt roads and fields and all of that.
Right.
You come here, and I used to say "Bo" all the time.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, "Bo."
Listen, they say that all day, all day.
So that we probably got it from up north,
right.
Bo. So I would say just really finding the true me and not being so caught up in what people expect of you or what people want from you.
So right now, I know you just opened up a spot for the pictures and stuff like that. Big shout out to you for that. We got to give you praise for that.
Thank you.
Because anytime somebody takes the initiative to take their talent and to set a foundation for it and bring people into it, I always look at that as a leap of faith, you know, because you're required to keep it up and, you know, to make it elegant for people to want to come. So do you do anything other than photography?
Yes, I also DJ and I also do rentals. So I currently have a 360 photo booth.
Okay.
And I also DJ as well.
Let's go. Listen, I was in the booth and I seen the video. I was like, you know me, I love the camera. Listen, man, y'all know I love the camera. So just by being an entrepreneur, right? I know there's somebody out there with some similar talents with photography and things like that. How hard was it to focus solely on that as your main source of income?
So I really transitioned into this role, full-time entrepreneurship, back in May of last year. So I'm coming up on a full year. Yeah, the hype was, y'all hyped it. Y'all hyped it. So I definitely say I've been through like a lot of struggles, financially, personally, different things. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna be an open book with you.
Absolutely.
Anybody listening to this, this has been the toughest year.
Right.
Because you're not on a constant check. You're not, you know that check not coming Friday. Right. You gotta really get out there and do it for yourself. Like, if you don't do it, it's not gonna get done. Right. If you sit down today, that's gonna cost you.
That's a fact.
So
that's a fact.
And then another thing, in that I definitely say like, entrepreneurship is I'm a hustler. Right. I'm a hustler. Right. I've been selling candy since the 6th grade.
That's right.
Like, that's right. So I knew the hustle aspect of things, working, grinding, and actually doing it. But as far as you know, like the legal stuff and having stuff in order, right, and different things like that, I'm learning. I'm still learning. I'm still a student, and I'm a sponge. Right. I'm a sponge. I can go in a room and just soak up the information and take it back with me. Right. I write a lot too. Right. Write notes down just to remember.
Well, I want to touch on the concept of entrepreneurship, and I want to say this. Number one, you are already 10 steps ahead of the game because you did it. That's number one. Number two, yes, the comfortability is taken away from you, and you have to, you know, go out there and knock down walls, but the foundation that you're building is yours. It's for you. So I feel like there's two types of people in the world. There's the person that says, you're going to pay me because of what I did for you. And then there's the person that says, you're going to pay me for the time that I work for you. And what that means is that the employee is basically pursuing the dream of the CEO. So, yes, you're going to have hard times, right? I swear to you, because, you know, I'm an entrepreneur full time. And what I said was this is the fun part about entrepreneurship, because you just said it, and I'm about to repeat it because you said it. You do photography, you do rentals, and there was one more thing you said. DJ. Now, guess what? You can continue to add more services. You could continue to, you know, create products and do more things and just keep bringing in more cash flow versus the employee that's going to get that $8 an hour. Ain't nothing going to change. You understand what I'm saying? And then look, when COVID hit, you still had a business. That person may have lost their job. So, you know, what Bars for Breakfast was created for, and I always say this on any episode, is for people to see that there are people out there taking those leaps of faith, such as yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because I want the world built on what it was built on. Let me explain. This world was built on entrepreneurship. The mics we're using, the room we're in, there was somebody that got an idea like, hey, let's create this. And they did it, and they sold it, and now they're successful. Here's the trick, though. There's a lot of different microphones. There's a lot of different cameras. Yeah. So people are like, oh, wait, what if I add this? And that's what entrepreneurship is at its core. So tell me about your family. What's going on with the family, you know?
Family is good. Family is definitely good. I'm the center of my family. Mm-hmm. So I would say everything comes through me. Right. So just kind of, my mom is from Sumter, South Carolina. My dad is from Somerton. You maybe never heard of that either. So, Somerton, South Carolina. But I'm the second oldest of 5 kids. And there's 5 grandkids and 1 on the way. So
Okay. Big shout out to that. Congratulations. Yeah. That's what's up. So what's your goals moving forward for your business? And then what's your goals moving forward for yourself?
Business wise, moving forward in business, just I found myself just doing things for money. Like I told you, back in May started entrepreneurship, so it led me to a place to have a mindset of I got to get every dollar. I'm not really focused on my target audience, or because when I started in May, I had a target audience,
Right.
believe it or not.
Right.
Then I got to a place to where, I'm saying, yeah, I'm a yes man. I'm saying yes to everybody.
Right.
Like, I can do that. I can do that.
Yeah.
That's not my target audience. So now my business is building way more. I'm taking it more serious, and I'm putting different things in place. So as for now in business, I'm just trying to go forth and be better in that, and also follow my dreams. A dream in photography that I have is to tell stories through photography. So not just take pictures. Anybody can take your pictures.
Right.
Anybody can, not anybody, but,
Right.
I want to be different. I want to do my purpose, my reason for actually continuing and telling stories. Like, I want you to be able to look at a picture and see my name in the bottom corner.
Right.
And already have your own story. So if I seen a picture of you, or if you had a vision, let's just say you had a vision and you brought it to me, I want that to be what you see when I give you that photo back.
Dope.
So personal. Well, let me just keep going in business, and let me go back. So as far as DJing, I've for a long time, I didn't even realize it. Every time I go to somebody's house, I have like so many Bluetooth hookups on my phone. I'm hooking up to everybody's Bluetooth because I'm trying to control the vibe. So
Right.
some people say you're controlling or whatever, but no, I like to create a certain vibe for people.
Right.
Overall, I'm an entertainer.
Absolutely.
So I like to create the vibe in the room, and I realized just time after again, like, okay, I can make you feel happy. Okay, I can make you feel joyful.
Right.
I can bring you out of depression just through music.
That's a fact.
So my goal in that is to continue and working on the corporate side. I never had a goal to be in the club DJing or anything like that. Always wanted to be like on the corporate side, doing different, special events. 360 photo booth, man, how you seen it.
Yeah.
Man, it changed the whole room. Like, literally, the party could be dead.
Yep.
The DJ could be whack.
Yep.
I come in there with that 360 booth.
Everybody turn up.
Man, listen, it takes one person. You realize you was that first person on the booth.
You see
that
me?
day.
I jumped on it.
And
Listen, I ain't playing no games. You hear me? No games.
Everybody came in.
Amen. All right.
And as far as, I said photography, DJ, and rental. I got to keep myself on track.
Got you.
Personal, just finding me, self-love. I cater to people all the time. I'm a people's person. I look to make people happy. But doing that, I also realized that I was becoming unhappy because I put people before me. So I went literally did the craziest things just to make other people happy. And at the end of the day, you're not gonna make people happy. So find your true happiness. Do things like believe it or not, going out to dinner. I had to learn how to do that by myself. Just sitting at the table, not twiddling your thumbs, looking around at other people.
Right.
Enjoy yourself. I'll go out to eat crab legs, sneak and go eat crab legs because I ever like, oh, why didn't you take me? But now it's like, man, I'm about to eat my crab legs, watch a sermon, read a book or something like that, and enjoy myself. Just loving on myself more. Just really self-love is where I'm going, as far as progressing in the future. And something that I've really been focusing on is purpose.
Right.
Just like you can do anything. Like if this interview here, if you really don't have no purpose, you're not going to keep it. If you don't have no purpose, you're not going to keep doing it.
Right.
You don't have nothing's driving you to come back here and do interview after interview.
Right.
Same thing with me and anything that I do. I stopped working for other people because I literally was going to people. I literally was going to get the check. Literally was just going to get the check.
Right.
And that's all it was. But when I actually stepped over into full entrepreneurship, of course, it challenged me financially. But, man, I've never been this happy as far as just finding myself doing things that I love and really, really finding me. Like, I can harp on just finding me.
Listen, that's powerful because there's a lot of individuals who have a hard time finding themselves, being themselves, and enjoying life. I have this mindset that success is measured by your happiness. It's not by your bank account. It's not by your car. It's just your happiness. All cars got 4 wheels. Now they're getting creative with these 3-wheel things, but it's still like a car, right?
Yeah.
So it's good that you're focusing on that self-love because as you can see, the cameras can't see it, but you see it say Fly Guy, right? First, love yourself. God understands you. That's the Fly Guy. Listen, I got to get a clap.
Okay, cars.
All right. But, it's important because the more you love yourself, the more people will love you. You ever notice how you could look at somebody and see how they're dressed, how they're carrying themselves, how they're talking, and tell right off the bat they don't love themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Most of the time, we call those type of people haters. But when you dig down, I just came from this T.D. Jakes sermon, and he was saying something important when it comes to haters. He was saying that, haters have the animosity and things like that in themselves for you, not because of you, but more so because they can't do what you do or they can't have what you have. And so it's important for you to stay focused on your self-love, stay focused on the direction you want to head in, because it is defined in the Bible that, being a visionary and having vision, no matter what it is how you get there. You know what I'm saying? So that's super dope. So what you got coming up? I know you probably got about 5 bookings. You know what I'm saying? It took me about 3 weeks to get her on the show. You know what I mean? What you got coming up?
Definitely. Man, listen, God has been showing out. I definitely want to give him credit before I say anything that I got coming up, because without him, none of this stuff would have been possible. Just by being humble and just like we literally just said, just being who you are. I find myself going into like just being introduced to millionaires for the first time and just trying to be somebody else in the room. And if you be your authentic self in that room, they will love that more.
Right.
They will love that more. So I just really found myself just being me. And right now, as far as like rooms I'm being able to step into, I've learned that you shouldn't tell everybody your business.
Right.
But I got some stuff in the pipeline as far as just working with like some big people. I even have companies, companies asking me to be the backup for them. Like, hey, and I'm having to do interviews with them. So I'm like, I got to do an interview. Y'all need me to do an interview. So they're like, me, I'm a hustler. So I'm like, man, I need you for this gig.
Right.
No, the proper way. Do they fit?
That's right.
Your vision of what you have going on, because you don't want somebody in your company. And I'm learning that with my business as well. I'm not going to tie you to Shannon Brown Productions if you don't fit what I'm going for or what I'm trying to put out there, because I don't want to hire you to go do a 360 rental and you don't show up or you don't give the energy that I bring to a room, because when I step into a room, you're going to know that I'm there.
Absolutely.
So I want to, hire those type of people. And what I got as far as going on right now, I do have this company that actually they're moving to the Rock Hill area. So they asked me to be a part of their company. And that's something big. But I have bookings, it's Mother's Day. So I have some specials going on for that. I also have some Easter specials going on for photography. And the studio, since I got the studio, man, listen, I think the studio was like the golden ticket. Like when people see you really kind of start taking your business serious, I was like, when one customer came in, because I never knew where they were coming from, they was like, they drove like 2 hours. I'm like, for me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just what I got going on is just keep doing that. Just keep putting God first and walking in purpose.
That's absolutely phenomenal because I swear to you, I think back when you first launched it and you was telling us like, pop out, I didn't get a chance to come. I'm so sorry. But it's a reason why this happened. So I just was studying some because I read a lot of books, and it was talking about the algorithm of life, which was created by God. And one of those algorithms is basically like if you take a seed, you plant it in the dirt, you water it, you let the sun hit it, you ain't got to pray for it to grow. It's going to grow because that's God's law. That's his algorithm. So it's the same principles with your business. When you pour into your business and plant the seeds in your business, it's going to grow. And, so it's important for you to keep that mindset. You've always been a phenomenal friend to me. You're like a sister to me. We've known each other for quite some time now. And I definitely keep you in my prayers. First person to come to mind when I think about who can I call to help me with this camera work? Because I stopped doing camera work because of what you just said earlier. Me being a hustler, I'll do it, and started realizing I was recording some corny stuff. And I'm like, man, they're not really looking at the person that was rapping or the artist. They're looking at who's the camera guy that took his time to edit this and record. I was like, I couldn't hide from that. So I stepped out of that. And just recently, got pulled back in to help, some family members out. But I want to ask you this. How can people book you, get in contact with you, and follow you?
Book me. You can, I have a booking site, so I send my link out to clients. So first, learning this, do a consultation with people so they can know that they're serious because you don't want to waste your time.
Right.
The importance of having a booking site so you can send it right to them. It don't take a lot of conversation. So you can reach out to me from my booking site. I'm Shannon Brown on Facebook, Instagram, SB Productions 93, and that's it.
What's the booking site? You didn't tell us what the site was.
So the booking site is Square. I use Square.
Okay. So if they go to Square, they got to put in SB Productions, Shannon Brown.
No, so reach out to me either on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll send you the booking site.
Got you.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all heard it here. Shannon Brown in the building, throwing bars for breakfast, some love. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, and let us know how you feel about this episode. Peace out.